Yo guys, this is JackC99 YouTube channel. Yes, I'm not in a happy mood starting this video today because yesterday's result at Kelty Hearts was terrible. And brutal, as a lot of people would be putting it. Embarrassing is another word. Yes guys, always make sure to like, subscribe and enable notifications on the JackC99 YouTube channel. We're so close and working very close to getting to 300 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is a goal to complete before the new season begins in the league. So thank you for the support so far. Thank you for Bella for Hib Supporters Group, Matty for Long Bangers, and also Eddie for Hib Supporters Group as well. Right, so yeah, it ended at Kelty Hearts yesterday. Kelty Hearts won. Hibs 0 in the Premier Sports Cup group stage, the third match, our first ever defeat. There's a lot to talk about, and I'm going to start with the lineups that you've seen at the beginning of this video. Now, why is Rocky starting? 2, Lewis Miller, horrendous yesterday. Luke Amos, a few errors as well. Jair Tavares, there's just, oh dear, there's the amount of mistakes in that game yesterday. Yes, the lineups were wrong. Managers do that. That was his first error. I know, can't just, there's a lot of people coming out with, after that defeat, would you believe there was people coming out with David Gray's definitely getting sacked this season. That's not going to happen. Now, my worry is the board. If the board do not back him, which I don't think is happening at the minute, because me, my dad, and all that were talking about that, the board aren't backing him at the minute. By the looks of things, the board's meant to do back their manager, help them out a bit, bring a bit more gratitude. But that doesn't look like that's happening at the minute. It's a bit of a worry rocky road at the minute. Now, yes, we've brought in 4 quality signings. We've brought in Boriski, our new number 1 that's on loan. We've brought in Warren O'Hara, Marv Ekpeteta, Jordan Smith. So, and looking at Jordan Smith at first time, he wasn't up to full fitness yet. So I think he's just, I feel like he got thrown in at the deep end. Luke Amos, I don't know where it, like, he started alright, but then he just came up making all these errors and kept getting caught out in possession. Now, it's a League One team, for God's sake. We shouldn't be losing to League One teams. I'm sorry. That doesn't cut the chase. We shouldn't be bloody losing to League One teams. So that's Falkirk that have done it to us in the Premier Sports Cup. And now Kelty Hearts have done it. The poorest team in Scotland have came up with a cup upset, the biggest cup upset against Premiership side Hibs. Now, yes, we're in the middle of a rebuild. That takes time. You've got to remember that. And you can't just go jumping to conclusions right away like that. Doesn't work like that. Manager will get sacked this season. The manager will not last that long. Now, even when David Gray was appointed, people were saying he'll be sacked by Christmas and all that. And he hadn't even done anything yet. We've had a good pre-season. We started strong. We've had 1 defeat. We move on. Okay, Bashiri, get rid of him, please. I don't want to see him in the team anymore. He's a sound guy, but when it comes to the football, it does not work. It doesn't work. Lewis Miller, all he does is get caught out and just fall to the ground like an absolute idiot. Another one that's a sound player, but when it comes to the football, he makes too many mistakes. It's embarrassing. And if Cadden's back, for his injury, right? Cadden gets the start. I'm sorry. Chris Cadden is way better than Lewis Miller. Hands on deck. I'm sorry. But Chris Cadden is well better than Lewis Miller. We still need to rebuild and work around that issue as well. Because that was a mess yesterday, I'm not going to lie. It was a mess. All over was a mess. Either side of the defence, Lewis Miller and Rocky Bashiri, wasn't working. I'm sorry, but it was a humiliating disgrace. Rocky Bashiri is a piss take. Sound player, but he does not work for defence. It does not work for him. Premiership's no for him. Premiership's no for Lewis Miller. Could see that last season in my own eyes. Nothing against him, but it just does not go. Midfield, Jair Tavares, shocking. And seeing Jair Tavares smiling at the angry Hibs fans that were disappointed with the result yesterday, smirking away as he was waving, not happy, and just try to wind them up even more. It's not a good idea to do that. Understand that. Harry McCurdy, don't get me wrong, there's nothing bad to say about him, because he put the effort in to try and score. Came close a few times. One hitting off the bar, one hitting off the post, but he came close, that's all I'm saying. Dylan Levitt, again, try to score for long distance, hits off the post. But there's another player that speaks for the heart. Watched his interview, he makes sense, he talks sense. David Gray still speaks for the heart. And I respect that. But David Gray will be our manager by the end of this season. And the end of next season, and the end of this season, the next again, and continuous. Because I know David Gray, he knows all the risks, he knows what needs rebuilt, he's got good coaching staff there. He made mistakes on the lineup, yes, that happens. Just back him, please. Hibs fans, just back him. One mistake, I'm sure by the time it comes around for playing the pre-season against Watford, we'll get a wee bit more energy boosted into us. Hopefully win that. And just get ready for Peterhead. Like again, like they say, no game's easy. Yeah, David Gray, yeah, he wasn't happy with the result. He knew that he made mistakes, but he owned up to that. He got the lineups wrong. That's the only thing he got wrong. But then, if the players aren't going to just do the job, there's still deadwood in that squad. And that deadwood needs to go throughout this transfer window in January. Transfer window. Like, that's what needs to happen. Now, when I went to the game on Tuesday night's performance was the best I've ever seen. And I was like, right, this is a turning point. But then you get let down like that on Saturday. It's like, where do we go, Hibs fans? Like my friend Jack that's just texted me now, actually, it's disappointing. Yes, it's effing disappointing. Haven't really came up with a title for this video yet, but I'm sure the title will become noticeable eventually. Rudy Malonkov, can't spell, so I do apologise about that. Another good player for us. I want to see more what's his name now? Ruben McAllister, I think it is, that featured in the Hibs v Edinburgh City pre-season friendly. I'd like to see more of Josh O'Connor. Hopefully he gets included in the Hibs senior team, makes more senior debuts like his dad, Gary O'Connor, who I watched as a kid growing up. So hopefully we see Josh O'Connor get a chance in the first team under David Gray. I'm sure that'll happen. And we just move on for that defeat, which was a big upset. Yes, we know that. There was a lot of boos running around, and I don't blame the fans for booing, because it was actually horrendously brutal performance. And you could actually see the deadwood coming to light in that game yesterday, and it was embarrassing. And I'm sorry, but a lot needs to change. We need at least 4 more quality signings in. Central midfielder is a must. We need another striker in. We need a defensive midfielder, something we've never actually really signed, but we need a defensive midfielder just to kind of up our game a bit. Dylan Venti's a good player, he just needs somebody to help him. And I know that David Gray mentioned in his interview yesterday that he wants to try and move in and get a striker, because it's just going to get to the stage where if we don't build our squad how we want it, we're just going to be a laughing stock again, and I don't want that, and I don't think any Hibs fan that's in Easter Road wants to see that. I don't personally. I want this season to be good. We're top of our group in the Premier Sports group. If we can win on Saturday without any excuses, then good, because that'll be the next matchday vlog on the YouTube channel as a cup game. But the next matchday vlog midweek on the YouTube channel, hopefully, it'll be Hibs v Watford, but I'll not be doing it. It'll be Riley and Cole. I'll be doing that because that's the reschedule, because they're part of this YouTube channel as well, the family YouTube channel. So just try to rebuild it, try to get the schedules for the matchday vlogs in the upcoming season coming up. I've still got to write all of that and notes out as well, but I'm sure we'll all get there. But guys, smash that like button, subscribe, enable notifications. You've been watching JackC99. Hugely disappointed about yesterday. I'm sure every other Hibs fan is. We all are, after the biggest cup heartbreak. Guys, thanks for the support. Huge shout outs to Bella and Eddie from Hibs Supporters Group. Huge shout outs for Matty, Longbangers, and the crew. Apart from that, guys, that's been your host, JackC99. Enjoy the rest of your night, Hibs fans, and bye-bye, everybody.